Ethereum is back! Of course, Ethereum flipped gold against the dollar already on the November 1st, but the bigger and more important news is what has happened on short time frames and on the daily on the Ethereum to BTC chart. I posted it when it happened in our Discord server. I tweeted it, ETH BTC small double bottom on the 5th of November. That is last week, because what happened was that we got this very distinct double bottom that confirmed on the 5th of November. Then the market tried to fake us one more time by running the price just below the lows of the bottom to try to get people stopped out. And here, my friends, is why I don't pay any attention to wicks. I don't have automatic stop losses, because it was just a fake to liquidate the longers, shake the people out, and then boom, price runs up on the rumors, on the news over BlackRock Ethereum ETF. I saw it. This smelled like a change from the situation that we've had for an eternity, where this chart has just been a straight line down with a trend down on every conceivable time frame. 6 hour, 1 day time frame, 3 day time frame, and even the 1 week time frame. But suddenly there is action at a level where we found support last summer in 2022, and suddenly there is a double bottom in the chart which confirms. And here we are today with Ethereum at $2,101. So everyone will say TA doesn't work, it's just magic lines. Okay guys, but it did reveal that some big players were suddenly buying in the Ethereum to BTC chart. Perhaps they knew something about the upcoming ETF news, perhaps not, who knows, but someone was buying, and we saw it in the chart with the help of technical analysis, something that has worked for 100 years and it still works today. If we now look at the rest of the market, Bitcoin, BTC, as you remember, we had the bigger inverse head and shoulders with Larsson Line confirmation at the beginning of the year. Then we moved into the range consolidation pattern, which painted another inverse head and shoulders, Larsson Line flipped gold, and boom! We broke out of the range. We have now had a high on this chart of $37,999, and we are getting close to the next major level of resistance, which is at 40k, and everything is playing out so far textbook. The speculative market has gotten support from the dollar strength index, which broke down below this level, is now perhaps turning the 106 level into resistance. Let's see if this one rejects here and goes down. Boom! I think speculative markets are gonna shoot through the roof. And same with the US government 2-year yield. This one looked like a breakout. Turned out it was a fake out. We're now below the resistance again. Same thing, if this one really rejects here and starts shooting down, boom, speculative assets will get rocket fuel, which would probably mean that stocks would either make an inverse head and shoulders here, like this, breakout, which would be super bullish. So we're at a very exciting point in the market, guys. Gold is making another run for the multi-year resistance. Guys, if this one breaks out here, if gold breaks through, I think boom, more rocket fuel for digital gold too. Do you remember this coin? Binance coin. ZZ tweeted today, not exactly breaking news, but still interesting. FTX sought regulatory crackdown on Binance to increase their market share. As you might recall, BNB had an incredible run up 2020-2021, 3,600%, and of course before that, but then BNB entered into this horizontal consolidation range on the USD chart. You don't need to know any technical analysis. You can see it here, right? Support below, resistance at the top. And if we zoom in, you will see the power of horizontal support. Look how many times this level held. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Countless times. And then price starts going up. Larsson Line turning gold again. Let's see if it makes a run for the range high, the resistance, and let's see what happens there. Solana, the double bottom on the BTC chart. the inverse head and shoulders on the USD chart that we talked about here many times. Larsson Line flipped gold and boom, plus 100%. RUNE, a project that I talked about many times, one of the few that actually flipped gold on the BTC chart and boom, it ran up, is now breaking through the next resistance, turning it into support. USD chart had the Adam and Eve pattern that we covered, textbook classical charting. Larsson Line flips gold from the confirmation. Plus 250%. I love to see projects that are actually doing real innovation and not just copying someone else get rewarded for it in the price action. And this one has now broken through the most critical horizontal support resistance level on this chart. Absolutely fantastic. We can go on all day. Look at the power of looking at both the BTC chart, so the altcoin versus BTC, as well as the USD chart. Look at the MATIC chart here. How again this went into this well-controlled range. Just like on the BNB chart I just showed you, look how the support level held so many times and suddenly price pumps back into the range. On the USD chart as well, we talked about it at the time in our Discord. This is a textbook head and shoulder failure, which is a stronger bullish signal than the head and shoulder would have been if it confirmed, which it never did. So at the break above the right shoulder here you have one confirmation where you could front run the flip a little bit. You have another pump from here, only in quotation mark 30%, but if this project would actually make it in the end, you need a controlled entry where you're not risking much on the downside and get exposure to the upside. Kaspa, I talked about it recently. You can see the power of the Larsson line here, you can see the power of the log chart, you can see the power of classical charting. I highlighted it, guys. I told you this is an ascending triangle. Breakout point would be this horizontal level. Did it break out? Yes, it did. With the trend up, with Larsson Line gold, and from the breakout point, boom, another 84% up. Dogecoin is trying another breakout. Many of you are interested in Link. I highlighted the inverse head and shoulders. Larsson Line flipped gold and boom, this is the BTC chart. Even the USD chart is so clear. You don't need to know any technical analysis, guys. You can see the range here, can't you? Breakout, controlled entry, practically no downside exposure at all. Larsson Line gold and boom, up 50%. And what did you risk on the downside? Practically nothing. Now I will show you an insight that you can't get anywhere else. This is Larsson Line gold flips today, meaning the candle that closed at midnight 10 hours ago at the end of the 9th of November. Today is the 10th. What you will see here is a lot of excited people on social media because all these coins, the trend has turned up against the US dollar. But the BTC trend for all these projects are still down or neutral. Then why bother taking much higher risk with some altcoins? There's so many things that can go wrong. Team rug pull, technical failure, the team gets fed up, the team gets too rich so they go to the beach. Huge risk with any altcoin. And then if they are trending down versus BTC, why bother? Why take on that risk? Why not just stay in BTC in that case? So you can't have a shotgun approach on the altcoin market today because we're not in that type of alt season today. The BTC dominance is still trending up. And while that could change now, if this chart breaks, this is BTC versus the speculative altcoins, so excluding the stable coins. If this chart actually breaks the trend, okay, then we're in a different situation, but it hasn't really in a conclusive way done that yet. And we are the only people who can see it here. It's not just a percentage, but you see it in the real situation of the real altcoins. So what you have to do, you have to scroll down on your Larsson Line Pro tool to the section Larsson Line flips against BTC. So this means altcoins turning up against BTC. So on the BTC chart, which for example RUNE did here already in August, when almost all other charts were trending down against the BTC. That's how to find the projects that are outperforming. You can't have a shotgun approach. You need to have a surgical, precise approach. New cup. So guys, I'm not going to tell you what to buy or sell because that stuff doesn't work. There's only one way to succeed in the markets. That's to have own knowledge, own tools, own network of people and be the captain of your own ship. Take your own decisions. Otherwise you will always hesitate. I need to listen to that, I need to listen to that person. You get paralyzed and nothing happens. You cannot succeed that way. Everyone who hesitated, who were bored during the price capitulation of 2022, where Larsson Line was down basically the whole year, saving everyone their hard-earned money. Then we turned up in the beginning of the year, but then came something else. Then came something even tougher for people. Then came the time capitulation where nothing happened, and even more people quit here than quit during the price capitulation of 2022. But now it's not boring anymore, guys. We have breakout with Larsson Line Gold. Exactly what we waited for. So quit procrastinating. What's it calling up? Procrastinating. Go to www.ctolarsson.com, press course and indicator, and become the captain of your own ship. And if you're the captain already, get a bigger, badder ship. Click Pro here. Get Larsson Line Pro. Fully automated for 10,000 coins. Discovery of the projects that you have never heard about. Organized collaboration, portfolio management, alerts, consistency, and the full shebang. Full disclosure, I have personal Ethereum exposure as price tracker certificates in ISK through my bank. Not physical Ethereum for a number of reasons which I covered in this video linked here. Thank you, tack. CTO Larsson out. Big time.